Hello there YouTube, and it's Next Tutor here with another tutorial for Cinema 4D, and today I'll be showing you how to make this effect. It's got my name, my real name, not my Next Shooter, and with these bubbles here, or balls, in a studio with lighting effect. And yeah, so let's open Cinema 4D and get right to it. So first off, you're going to want to make your text. So you go Mo Graph, Mo Text. Here you're going to write your name. So I'm going to write my name. Now let's make it Next Shooter. Alright. And then you want to choose your font, and the font I used on this tutorial, or the one I did before, is Xyrod. Don't know if you can see that, but that's how it's spelled. You can just type it into Google and you'll be able to find it. So there it is. Okay. Oh, actually guys, first things, let's go to render settings. To output, here you'll go to film video and down to HD 1080 24. This is a absolutely brilliant size. I personally use it all the time. Although you can use 1280 1024 or this one here, but this is a good size as well. And then you want to go to save and save it wherever. I'm going to save it in my folder. Save it, tutorial YouTube. Save, and save it as a PNG. Takes up less space. Here you're going to want to go best in the anti-aliasing. Never know how to say it. And yeah, still image. And seeing as it's a still image, you can keep it as 4x4. If you want to do animations, I'd rather go 2x2. Once again, it takes less space. That's fine. Alright, let's get going. I've got my text already. I'm going to want to bring the depth to 80. 80, okay, there we go. You're going to want to copy, paste, so Command C, Command V on a Mac, or Control C, Control V on a PC. Go on to your second text layer and bring the depth down to half whatever the original text was. So my first one was 18, then I've gone down to 40. Then you're going to want to bring it, it's like in my 3D modeling graphics tutorial. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. I'll be making the same thing. So this is my little area here, my second text, and I'm going to be choosing it, and I want it to be as central as possible. So try to find the middle. That looks pretty good. Then what you're going to want to do is go to your second layer, caps, fillet cap, fillet cap. You can bring it up or down, but I like it like this. Then what you're going to want to do is highlight both your text layers, go to object, and bring the horizontal spacing down up to where the letters are actually touching. So as you can see here, all my letters are touching. This will just make the effect a lot nicer. Then you're going to want to bring in your materials. So for this, you'll be getting materials from a guy called Acres HD. I'll put all the links to his packs in the description, and go check him out. Acres HD, he's absolutely brilliant. This is where I get most of my tutorials from, but this one is actually from another friend called Rory, and his YouTube name is Toebex, so go check him out as well. Now you're going to want to take the black layer here and drag it onto your second layer, and take your purple here, shiny purple, and drag it onto your first layer. So let's preview that quickly. That's what it's going to give at first look, and as you can see, the horizontal spacing actually makes a nice effect. Then what you're going to want to do... Good night. Oui, je suis en train d'enregistrer quelque chose, merci. Then what you're going to want to do is, let me see, yes, let's get some bowls out. You're going to want to go onto sphere, and you're going to want to go on to MoGraph Cloner. Then drag your sphere into the cloner. There we go. And if you go to your cloner and bring it down to grid array in the object, and if you make it 4, 4, and 4, you get a nice big amount of balls there. Then you gonna want to go MoGraph Effector and Random, and this will make all the balls randomly spread out on the thing. Then if you play around here with your X and Y axis, you'll be able to spread them out more or less forwards, backwards, as much as you want. So I just want to be able to see my name. Let's take a look at that. Bring that down a bit, maybe it could be nice. There we go. And then you're going to want to bring your black layer down here up to your sphere as well. If we render that out, seeing as we don't have a studio effect yet, our background is all black, but we'll get back to that straight away. And actually, before I forget, render settings, if you go to effect, you're going to want ambient occlusion and global illumination. Don't forget those are quite important. And now if I render it out, it'll actually come up as all black because I have got a global illumination up. So then we're going to want to go to sky. So hold this down, left click, and then select sky. Click on your sky, it'll come blue a bit on your screen. Go file, load load materials, and this is in another pack that I will give you the link to in the description. Once again, it's Acres HD. This guy is absolutely amazing. Check him out for sure. You're going to want to go HDRI lights, HDRI pack, and then from here you can choose any type of studio light. I'll choose one that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks fine. Open that up, and then my bad, sorry, that went wrong. You're going to want to go texture, so make a new layer. We'll click on it, go onto texture, load image, and Studio 20, the one we selected before. Press yes. There we go, now we have it. And you're going to want to drag that into the sky. Now if we select this, we'll be able to see everything around here. This is everything in the studio at the moment inside it. Okay, and let's take that away. What you can do is move your camera around depending as to where you want your light to be showing. Oops. Here we go, and I would quite like a bit of dark. So if we come back onto sky, on this ring thing up the top over here, turn the sky around and bring it onto my layer, and there we go. If we render that out quickly, It will take a bit of time because of global illumination and ambient occlusion. I'll just let that render out for a bit. There we go, it's gonna start. And as you can see now, we have our nice shiny bowls and we have some light, and we are situated in a studio. So at the moment it doesn't look that amazing because it's got some dark patches and some light patches, which isn't very nice. What we can do, come back over here, is go on to light and just add a light. The light will appear here. If we just drag it up, drag it across and drag it out, this will give it the lighting. The lighting will actually give more light to the word, obviously, and it will look a lot nicer. Let's just wait for that to render out as well. Look at that, you can already see the contrast with the purple a lot more. Almost there. It takes time when it gets to each bowl or text. Look at that, the difference the light makes. And that is looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. And I think that just about wraps up our tutorial for today. And if you want to render it out, just click on this orange button up here. If we have everything right, yeah, everything looks good. I'm actually going to make this screen like that. I'm going to have to zoom out a bit. Actually, no, don't do what I just did. Keep it the way it is. Down there. So you have a nice wide aperture. There we go, and I am going to render it out. And there we go, it's going to start rendering, and it will save into my folder, which is the destination in which I set it. And one more thing, if you guys want to know how I made my background all light, it is not the layout here, it is not another version, it's still R12. As you can see, Cinema 4D, it doesn't say. Well, and what you want to do is go edit, preferences, down to scheme colors, general colors, nope, theme colors, still not. I'll find it, nobody worry. No, it's just an interface. And you press light or dark. I prefer light, personally. It just looks a lot better. Just wait for that to render out. And yeah, so that pretty much wraps up my tutorial. And hope to see you next time for a new one. If you have any questions, obviously subscribe. That would be very helpful as I'm starting out. And if you have any questions, just comment below or send me a message. Peace out. And there we go. Now if we quit this, go down to Cinema 4D, and we have our picture. Look how nice that looks. And like I said, you can choose whatever in your picture settings. You can move them around, do what you want. You don't have to follow me. And that's it for me. Bye.